Sicario is a crime drama directed by Denis Villeneuve and starring Emily Blunt, Benicio del Toro and Josh Brolin. I was a huge fan of the previous two movies made by Denis Villeneuve and I was really looking forward to this movie. And was I disappointed? No. Actually my expectations were succeeded by a lot. The movie is about an FBI agent played by Blunt, and she basically joins a task force hell-bent on destroying the drug cartels between Mexico and the US. And the movie can be easily spoiled by saying anything more about it. Everything that happens in the movie is just great. It's one of those movies that really punches you in the gut. Just like Prisoners. You're watching this movie thinking, what would I do in a situation like that? The people in these movies are put in extreme situations. They're just on the border between what's right and what's wrong. And there is no right answer about what happens in this movie. What the task force is doing is right or is it wrong? They're doing something for the greater good. But they're also villains in their own right. Or are they? It's not a confusing movie at all. It's one of those movies that keeps you guessing throughout the entire thing, what is gonna happen, what is happening right now, and I really enjoy this type of movies. The acting in the movie is phenomenal. This is easily some of the best acting made by those actors, especially Benicio del Toro. He's always been kind of a wacky actor, overacting in everything, but in this movie, he was powerful. He really was powerful, probably Oscar-worthy performance, by winning it even. Because while you're watching him on screen, you see him very calm, very relaxed, and he never snaps, he never becomes crazy like in all the other movies that he's in. And he's just chilling, you're looking at him, and you're scared. When he moves, you think he's gonna do something bad. It's a very impressive performance and I was very surprised by him. Also Josh Brolin is really fun in the movie, it's kind of the comedy relief in it, and Emily Blunt gives an excellent performance as this naive FBI agent who just wants to do the right thing, but what is right? The cinematography is also phenomenal, made by Roger Deakins. While watching this movie, you can't be amazed by how everything looks very well. Sometimes there are just some aerial shots of Mexico, of Juarez, and you're not annoyed by it. Most of the times you're like, come on, let's get to the movie, but you're watching those scenes and you're like amazed by the environment that they're in, how everything looks, these big cities full of small houses and full of poverty and war and violence. The cinematography is excellent, especially also at night. Some of the night scenes are dark, which is very weird if you actually think about it. Most of the times in movies, the characters are walking around in the dark, but you can clearly see them walking around. And here there is actually a brilliant shot of a group of people going down a dark valley and you see them just disappearing because it's dark. And that was something really impressive. I don't know how they achieved it, but it was really fantastic, so props to that. The sound design is also phenomenal, all the gunshots are extremely loud and powerful, so every time someone shoots, you know someone got hurt or died, and that's the power of this movie. Every single aspect of it is meticulously done and it's very effective. The only issue, if we can talk about an issue in the movie, is the soundtrack, because it's a decent score. It's not perfect, so I don't think that's really a problem about it. I might sound like a fanboy about this movie, but this movie just talked to me. I was just having a conversation with this movie. We were just talking between each other and I understood it perfectly and we had a great time talking. That's actually weird if you think about it. Guys, do I recommend Sicario? Absolutely. This is an excellent movie that I think almost everyone would enjoy, especially if you like those type of thrillers. They're not focused on the action, even though there are some really impressive action sequences, they are not full of explosions or full of glorified violence. They actually, you watch them and you're scared most of the time, and you do feel for the characters in the movie, and that's really a big achievement of this movie, which is easily in my top 10 movies of the year. Probably near the top. Anyway guys, have you seen Sicario? What do you think about it? If you haven't, are you looking forward to seeing it? Tell me in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.